And welcome, bitches, to another episode of Dank After Dark. And we are joined, as usual, with Phill Marshall and special guest, Rookie. How are you?
Good.
How are you, Phill?
He's still muted.
Hello. Yeah, I muted myself because I was smoking a cigarette, and as the intro was ending, I kind of just went, "Oh shit!" And
that's usually something I do. Leave the mute on. But yes, welcome to Dank After Dark. Hello, Peter. Hello, Matthew, and hello, of course, to us because we're always here. Yes, us to us from us.
Yes. How long have you been watching the show After Dark Network?
Oh God, it's been a long time.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck. Dank After Dark, where anything can happen that makes absolutely zero sense, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lovely segue into what Phill has in store for us tonight.
Oh, yes. Well, we went quite family friendly last week with the whole bands thing, and so I thought I'd go for a little more kind of dank.
Can I give everyone a quick thing first? Since we're on YouTube, click like, click subscribe, get sharing. Every YouTuber does it, so I may as well do it.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget about the bell. Don't forget the bell.
Click the bell so you get a little menu thing coming on your phone that says, "Hi, we're live now."
Actually, if I'm on YouTube, I should have a really annoying fucking haircut. So what there?
Oh, what that?
Hey guys, smash that subscribe button. Hey.
Yeah, you just need to dye it blue. Dye it blue. Put some pink tips and highlights and that in.
Oh, yeah.
Dye the mustache. What color?
Purple.
Dye the mustache purple.
All right. You know,
All right.
I'm just going to shave the beard, and I'm going to shave the mustache here. And if anyone asks what I'm doing, I'm saying I'm paying tribute to Robert Mugabe.
Oh, you're awful. You're going to hell.
Well, it's not racist. I didn't do blackface.
Yet.
Well,
This time.
I don't want to give people any more ammo. On the other show, I occasionally introduce myself as king of the racists, so you know.
Oh,
Feel free.
so, Phill, what do you have for us?
Oh, sir, it's wonderful. I think I think it's better explained by them than by me.
That just by this thumbnail alone, it looks like it was like. You remember back in the 90s, early 2000s, you would record things on the Skybox or the TeleWest. It looks like someone's done that and they've just zoomed back through.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's just a beginning, and I think it'll give us an insight into exactly what's going on. So I'll play a few seconds, and we'll see if you can guess.
Okay.
They did eventually meet Ken, who shares her sexual preference.
Thoughts?
Oh, we're doing this kind of episode, aren't we?
You already look worried, Dan.
So, like, I seen these things a while ago that they pop up as quick videos on Facebook and shit, like true stories and true life and all that shit. And there was one of them in particular. This isn't the one, but it reminds me of it, where they had a certain sexual preference, and this person's sexual preference was they were in love with an inanimate object. So I've got a funny feeling we're gonna not go down the same route here, but they're gonna both like something really fucked up.
Well, they both definitely like something animated. So any guesses there, Lenore?
I don't know.
Are we watching hentai?
Oh God, that's next week. Let's see what they're on about.
Oh, we need to grab a couple handfuls of that smaller stuff. Okay. There. I'll get some of this.
Isn't the background music really comfortable and doesn't set you on edge whatsoever?
It's a bunch of sticks.
It's a bunch of sticks. Any other guesses?
Yeah, building a house.
It's like a Burning Man episode or something.
Let's find out.
I was technically a virgin until I was 29 years old. I was a zoophile up until then, and I just basically didn't have much interest in other members of my own species as far as a life bond or anything.
Do we know where we're going here yet?
Either trying to have sex with animals or something with the wood.
I don't
Anything
have
not human?
Sorry?
Anything that isn't human?
Yeah. We're kind of closing in on it.
But when I met Ellie here, we clicked. It was the one person that I felt within a week probably after I met her. We were meant to be together. Sit over here.
Ken and Ellie met through a zoo friend on the internet. After a few weeks, they arranged their first date.
So,
They met through a zoo friend.
yes.
A zoo friend. I'm thinking it's got to be bestiality. It has to be. Oh, you haven't.
Ah, Sherry.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
Did they have a preference?
Oh, and remember, this is found on YouTube. So, Dan, thoughts?
Isn't it illegal?
Yes, it is.
Are they in prison now?
I have no idea, but we can look into that afterwards.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what else is happening right now.
Look in the middle of the desert. I want to know what kind of animals they're fucking.
The only kind of question you'll hear on Dank after that.
No, and that's Joe Exotic with his accent in the background. And halfway somewhere in the UK. It's so people in Florida is crazy, but you British folk are crazy.
Hell,
Well,
fucking bad.
this was not filmed in Britain.
It's not. It sounds like it from the guy.
Oh no, the narrator is English, the voiceover, but the people here are definitely American.
Oh God.
Yeah, you guys needed some culture to go on top of this shit show.
Indeed. So, do you want to hear about the first date?
Yes, please.
Go
All right,
ahead.
then. Dan's all in. So am I. Lenore's a little confused.
Well, the first night that he came up to visit me, I took him down to the barn to introduce him to some of my horses and some of the other horses that I enjoyed at the barn.
Wait.
And I took him in and introduced him to my miniature stallion.
What
And
I think it is? I think I might know.
They must be in Mexico.
Well, they're definitely somewhere.
Because even what I'm thinking is Corey uses GIF all the time.
Oh my god, no.
Isn't what I think it is? Oh God, I hope it's not.
Somebody died of this years ago. Somebody got fucked by a horse and died. It broke our pelvis.
I think you're talking about, sorry, disabled throat. Probably from the horse. But yeah, they were talking about...
You want some golf clubs as well? I got some for everyone.
I think she's probably going to need more relief than that. So yeah, essentially what Dan's referring to is an old German movie called Animal Farm, where there was a lot of sex between people and animals. Quite a few of the cast died on set due to the obvious difficulties. And there was one particular scene that's remembered not for what they saw, but the sounds that were made. If you've ever wanted to know what it sounds like when a chicken cries, E-Fed After Dark, this ain't, ladies and gentlemen. So, Lenore, having a good time?
I don't know what I think it might be.
I think she knows what it is. She doesn't want to say horse fuckers.
Damn, you're ruining the mystery.
I mean, what could they possibly be fucking?
A double chin. So stop betting, Matthew. Right, onwards.
Kind of, I don't know if it was subconscious. Kind of, I was very nervous and kind of wanted to do the shock factor, as it were. My miniature stallion was dropped and masturbating. When his penis is dropped and he slaps it on his belly, they call that masturbation for stallions. And so I one thing led to another and I couldn't resist. So I bent down and started sucking on him. And
all I'm picturing now is Mr. Ed going, "Oh yeah, suck that cock."
Oh, I need to know what she thought. It's so nasty. It's so nasty, but you know what? I'm so intrigued. What goes through these people's minds?
Usually the explosion had come through the back of their head.
Oh, no, what was it? I'm getting flashbacks of a movie where they played a Russian roulette, but they had like jars of horse semen in it, and they span the revolver around, and whoever lost had to take a shot of horse semen in the face.
Oh, was that Jackass?
I think it could have very well been Jackass, you know.
It feels like a Jackass thing to do.
Yeah. You know, something tells me it wasn't Citizen Kane. So,
then he tried climbing on top of me. So the next thing I know, my pants are down and I'm bending over for him. And I'm like, excuse me, I can't resist.
Oh, the old ones are the best.
I just want to know what year this takes place. I bet it's like early 2000s, mid 90s.
I want to know if she talks to the horse.
Well, yeah. I want to know if she has to chew before she swallows.
Ah! Big melted toffee.
What's it like flossing with liquid? Oh God.
I haven't had dinner yet. You guys see, I have not had dinner yet.
Yes, Sherry. He is sexually assaulting horses.
Well, I suppose it depends on your perspective, really.
Oh Christ! Look at the smile on our face as well.
No.
Phil, why do you find these things?
I want to know what you type into the search engine on YouTube for these things to come up.
Yes.
Confused looking.
I couldn't sit by and watch this anymore. Is this real? Like, so this is how she attracted the other guy? Was by sexually assaulting a horse. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Well, isn't that usual for Alabama?
No, that's not Bama.
Oh, this is Arkansas. You can tell.
This is solely up north. This is not the south.
Oh, don't you dare put that up here. We don't even have barns in the north, okay? You better take that back down there, Miss Florida, okay?
Hey, have you not seen Missouri?
I'm like
sure got a herd of mail.
I'm flabbergasted by this right now.
Don't worry, Dave. It gets better. we now get to hear from the gentleman.
Oh God!
And I think you'll like him because he's like an 80s era Aussie with the blonde hair.
Oh God!
And
without
I guess part of me.
Sorry.
Without eating the bat.
Oh well, no. I mean, he doesn't eat bat, but you'd be kind of worried.
Continue on this torture chamber you set up, Phil.
So do you mean Ozzy as an Ozzy Osbourne? Because I think that's what she thinks you mean. You mean Ozzy as an Australian, right?
No. I mean, as in Mr. Osborne.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
This was a mistake. Carry on. This was a mistake.
Yeah, you're intrigued.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, this is terrible. This is awful. And I can't stop watching a second
right.
of it.
This
is terrible. What's next?
It's like a car crash, started.
Exactly. You know.
It's like a horse and carriage cross.
Perfect television for Jay Yost.
He said, okay, either he's for real and he won't mind this, or he's not for real and he's going to be totally freaked out by it and run. Obviously, he didn't run.
No, actually, I was very tempted at the point to.
Is that her brother?
No. That's in fact a redneck Lars Ulrich from Metallica. Apparently,
they're the same person with different hair color. That's her brother.
That's what I call like a super 90s hairstyle. I don't see like 90s mullet hybrid or.
It looks like Ricky Morton's Dyke's sister.
It's Alicia Ann.
Oh.
Oh God, this I'm just so happy to be enjoying this right now. So this is the gentleman who she is in a relationship with, and let's hear his insight, shall we?
Wait, before you do, can I just say, now, before I found out what this gentleman looked like, I had these preconceived notions in my head of some, like, really tall, lanky, skinny dude with a tiny mustache, and I was going to think to myself, right, now I know why this guy's with this woman, you know, because he can't get a good woman. But now I'm looking at this guy, and I'm thinking, yeah, now I understand why he fucks horses.
Exactly.
Well, I wouldn't say fucks horses.
Okay.
Have sloppy seconds. It turned me on. It was so erotic to watch this, and just the whole thing. And it didn't shock me at all. In fact, I was like, "This is pretty cool." I think I found somebody here that might be on my plane here, and
isn't that all we're looking for?
What fucking plane is he on?
Apparently, the one heading straight towards the World Trade Center.
I was going to make a 9/11 joke, but I decided not to. Oh, bad. That's bad. That's terrible.
Looks at the horse. Her eyes say no, but her asshole says Allahu Akbar.
Okay, so this might not be her brother, but his parents are definitely siblings. Okay, this is why incest is illegal. This is why, right here.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that really kind of intrigues me about him is that he doesn't have a chin. His face just blends into his neck. It's like a snake.
Oh.
He's like a guppy. But let's hear more from the man himself.
From there, and here we are, married.
Yeah. Well, I have vaginal sex with my miniature stallion. He's not a whole lot larger than most humans. He is a bit bigger, but not uncomfortably so. I like to suck on him orally, and he especially enjoys that.
I have anal sex with the miniature stallion. He penetrates me, and it's pleasurable, but it's not real intense. It's like I said, the pleasure that I get from it is more from knowing how much he enjoys having sex.
Sorry, what was that?
Is this even legal?
Oh God, no.
No, it's not legal.
Why are they recording it?
Well, because the BBC has to spend their license money on something, don't they?
Now that makes even more sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, they already have like a huge company of being sponsored by Doctor Who all the time.
Well, you know, Doctor Who's doing all right at the moment, but it was more the BBC kind of going, well, if we go over to America, they'll talk to us because because they'll think they won't be arrested.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. This is just...
You know what? You thought BBC couldn't get any lower than like Rolf Harris or Jimmy Savile, and then...
Yeah, but they did manage to go lower after all of that, didn't they? Strictly Come Dancing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, why from the angle he reminds me of that dude from Married for 90 Days person from the... Or he reminds me of Ray Jax. He reminds me of Ray Jax with long hair.
Do we get to see the horse?
What, do you want to hear his point of view?
No, I want to see what this horse looks like.
Well, just think of a miniature stallion. It's like that.
You're such a
I finally got her to say it on air. I'll just rewind back a little bit because we're all enjoying this.
The pleasure that I get from him is more from knowing how much he enjoys having sex with me. He tends to tell me about it. He talks a lot. He
I still see Ray Jax. I still see Ray Jax.
Blows in my ear, etc. And that is very erotic to me, more so than the physical sex.
When he's courting me, as it were, trying to entice me to bend down or kneel down, he does a lot of I call it a hubba hubba. He just kind of goes and makes this little hubba hubba noise to me. And
Ladies, you want to know when the male is ready for love? He'll sneak behind you and whisper into your ear. Ask Grant, he'll tell you, Jade.
Not be asking Grant, and if he reads it, he will be doing that. So thanks for this.
Oh, don't worry. We'll tell him to watch this at about 24 minutes in. Not like I'm remembering anything to get it clipped later on.
You're going to. We know you.
Yes, I know. Why do you think Jade called me a cunt?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, because that couldn't possibly mean please get away from me and stop sexually assaulting me.
I certainly am, Patricia. It's my job. Anyway, shall we carry on with this wonderful drama?
Oh. Dances with horses over here.
Oh, all right then.
And then once he's in, I mean, for every stroke that he does, he makes this big grunting noise. And then when he orgasms, he makes an even bigger grunting noise.
And he tends to like to hold on with his teeth. And I actually have some scars on my back from where he's bitten onto me, just hanging on. They do the same thing with mares when they have sex. And only mares have fur to hang on to. He tends to get a big chunk of skin with me. And that can be quite painful. But usually I don't even notice until after the fact because I'm so caught up in the moment. And then I get up to the house and Ellie says, "Oh, I see you've been down fooling around. You've got a big bite mark on your back again."
Uh-huh.
Oh, where did this big bite mark come from? Oh, maybe the horse. Oh, yeah, at the time I didn't notice because I had a horse's cock up my ass.
Again, how in the world people in the community don't understand or see it?
Well, I suppose there's an upside to everything, and this upside is he probably doesn't suffer from piles.
Oh, he does.
If he even has to wipe anymore.
Oh
It comes out like a
Wait,
whistle.
I have a question that I don't want to know the answer to.
All right.
So she's
Remember,
talking about
better later.
she's talking about this horse climaxing.
Mhm.
Where does it climax at? Like where does
Oh.
I don't want to know.
I'm imagining it's all about the cream pie for her. She looks the type. The creamiest of pies for that young lady, madam.
Oh fuck's sake!
Does she have? I hope she doesn't have kids.
How
Well,
could
it seems
she?
like she's trying a lot.
How could she? Like her fucking ovaries are probably destroyed from horse semen.
This is probably a good thing that I haven't done sex yet.
As a woman who has done sex, this is not normal. Horse
Yes,
semen does not belong inside a human fallopian tube.
That leads me to my next question. Does the horse have a name?
I'd like to think he's called Lucky. Because that's one animal who understands he never has to pay child support. So, yeah, I think that's given us a nice introduction into what we're covering today. Sorry about my disabled throat again. I do apologise. I will not apologise for the bestiality, but I will apologise for my throat.
Max,
Because we're
Max,
professionals here, of course.
you don't want to pop in here, Max.
Is that a dog?
My cat.
That's a cat. Oh, see, Lenore's getting in on it.
You did that.
Oh God, what we brought up now?
Well, essentially, I thought, well, I wanted to kind of cut and just have a small taster of what we were having here. But I thought it'd be interesting to get to know the people more.
Why?
Jade,
Phill?
why not?
I can list the biggest reason. Why not? Looky.
He certainly is. Anything else to say?
I hate it here. I'm staying.
Before we continue,
Yes,
Phill,
Patricia, they also fuck, apparently. Or get fucked.
I don't know if Phil noticed, but I have added a commercial into the show.
Have you?
I have. So I'm just going to play it now. Available in all good retailers, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the sound. Right. Yeah, the sound's not playing for some reason. Okay.
I was gonna say, is this supposed to be silent? Like, was this one of those things that's like a jump scare? What's happening here?
No, so that was an advertisement for nap time. A brand new spray that will immediately put your children to sleep on a nighttime. It's basically
gas form.
It's chloroform in a bottle.
In a spray
bottle. Yeah.
Yes.
So there was a whole advert. I had a whole commercial plan, but YouTube wanted to be a dick.
As a parent, no.
As a former parent, fuck yeah.
Chloroform, man, it does the trick.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you can't spend all of your money on belts. You know.
And the greatest thing is that there's a very high chance when the child wakes up, if they wake up, they're not going to remember it.
Exactly. And if they don't wake up, they'll definitely not remember it.
Oh, God, I feel.
I'm just an awful human being.
Oh, God. Right. So, what's next?
Wait, before we go to the next thing,
Mm-hmm.
I have stocked up on sour candy for After Dark Bingo on Saturday.
Ah, fantastic.
Okay.
I think we should do more than 5 bingo words, personally.
Fuck off!
Exactly. Well, how about we do 5 for Dan and we do 6,354 for Jade?
No.
Yeah.
The first 74 of them will be the word "the."
But then I'll get a tolerance to it, and it won't be as fun. You know, we don't want that.
Yes, we do. We like to drive our bits into the ground. We like to keep doing them, and people go, "Oh, not this shit again," and then we can quit. Anyway, on to the horse fucking. So,
can you find that on Pornhub?
I'm sure you could.
I'm not surprised.
I would imagine if you typed in horse sex on Pornhub, you'd get a woman in a horse mask being fucked.
Or a man. We're gender.
Or a they them.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly that.
Yes.
They them.
Yes, we've just watched a video about horse fucking, and now all of a sudden we're politically correct. That makes sense.
Well,
right.
We're not monsters.
No, we just enjoy watching them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got about a good 5 to 10 minutes before I got to jump back off of here, but I'm excited to see what's next. No, I'm not.
No, you clearly are. We all know you are.
Oh my gosh! Fire!
Don't shake it; you'll spew it everywhere.
That's what
there was never a day in my life when I was growing up and I said, "Okay, I think I'm going to go have sex with animals today." It started out when I was.
Okay? Who started who started a conversation with that statement? Like
this guy.
God.
It may have been something I might have said when I was drunk. Now Dan's thinking back and kind of going, does that sound like a me thing to say as well? I can read your mind, sir. So yes, this it starts off with a lovely campfire of a group of lovely people, generally talking and about their compulsion, I think is the right word.
Was very small. I just had a deep connection with animals, all the pets that we had growing up and all. I just felt deep feelings for them. And as I grew older and these feelings matured, it eventually moved on to sex. There was no decision made.
I see animals as spiritual beings first. And because
yes, Chuck Norris fucks animals.
I was just thinking that. Either that or he's seen the meme of the guy in the woods where it zooms in and he's smiling.
Walker, Texas pervert.
Oh.
I see them as my spiritual equals. I don't have any issue with seeing that they have the same needs that I have, which is to eat, to enjoy their bodies, and to love and to be loved.
I've been with animals. I've been with humans. I love to be with both.
A film?
Yes,
What?
This is the documentary name. It's called Animal Passions.
And the BBC thought it was a smart idea to make this.
Well, yeah, of course. Have you seen some of the shit they pumped out over the years? Everyone talks about the BBC as being this wonderful institution. I mean, BBC 4's okay because they've got some interesting documentaries. But then you get shite like this and EastEnders, and you kind of realise that the licence is just wasted. You know, this is why I don't pay one, because I don't watch TV. I just do online streaming and that kind of stuff.
I don't think they know what EastEnders is.
Oh, it's okay. Imagine a soap opera, but where everyone's really miserable and where everyone's fuck ugly.
Uh-huh.
So
And
Jersey
they're always
Shore.
depressed. Yeah, it's just it's a horrible place. It's essentially like south of hell, really. And people like to congregate on their sofas and watch miserable people together so they can relate.
And also,
Epheds.
everyone in EastEnders lives on a square that's really a circle.
Yeah.
So it's like Ephed, but on TV.
Oh yeah, they're all window lickers. They're all depressed window lickers, and they put out 3 to 4 episodes a week of where people can congregate in the same room and live in despair after they finish their 8 hours at work.
And there's always a serial killer.
Oh yeah. The only time I ever watched EastEnders was when I heard that there were probably going to be like 8 or 9 characters killed off in a train crash, and I just sat there to watch the train come off the lines and sit there and go, "Yeah!" which just offended everyone else in the room, and then I left.
Oh God.
5 years ago, I made a film about people who choose to have sex with animals. After it was shown, a number of zoophiles, as they like to be known, wanted to tell their stories.
What kind of story do you have to tell? I woke up one day and thought, well, I've never rimmed a gibbon before. It's just ridiculous.
I done fuck myself a chicken.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it cry like in that German movie.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Me.
Fire. It
I was gonna
was
say
me.
that, Phil, I swear to God. Wow. I'm just as despicable as all of you, I guess.
Yes. I'm glad you're enjoying this. Wonderful. If they do chickens, then it's the other BBC 2 from Matthew. Right.
Nah. Bad. That's bad.
Oh, wonderful. It just simply says
Can't
USA.
go by a group of horses without taking a real close look at them and wondering a great many thoughts.
Yeah. There's a black one there with a big blaze and a couple white socks that she's nice.
Oh, hello.
Are you catcalling the horses?
Hello, pretty boy.
They certainly are.
Easy. Cool. Please do come visit.
There's a guy.
Hey, baby. Hello, pretty one.
Hello.
Wow. Now this is a rush. Ah, yes.
We're gonna have a horse orgy?
Yes. This is a rush, apparently straight to the groin.
I need to go.
Lenore's zoned out. Jade's horrified.
I'm horrified. And this is the perfect time for me to make my exit because I actually have adulty things to take care of. But I will be...
It's off to the stables.
Please don't. Please don't. That's disgusting. I will throw up right here. I will...
Jade, Grant wanted me to pass on a message.
What's wrong? Have you gone horse?
She loves it.
I don't even have words. I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
So, on with the horse fun.
How long is this?
This is the most incredible turn on when I'll approach like this. It's the most incredible turn on. Ooh. This is a pretty girl here. She's an Arabian.
This is the first time that they've spoken openly about their secret desires.
If they found a field full of horses, it may be a while.
Oh, I know Ken. He scourges the ponies for hours on end.
They wanted to show me a strange and often shocking sexual subculture.
Yes, but first we'll have lunch. You've just got to think. Would you trust anything these people cooked?
Nah.
Just
what the fuck is wrong with these people?
I knew you'd enjoy this.
I'm fascinated.
I know you.
You're fascinated and weird out at the same time.
Yeah. this stuff and just go, this is so strange and awful and horrific.
It's
But
like
at the
how I first entered God myself. No, wait, they're probably cannibals. Such shit.
Well, they don't look like they're starving by any means. But let's listen to the fun conversation that, girls in the kitchen yapping like they do. What kind of wonderment are we going to hear from them today?
I'm surprised to find that these passions are not limited to lone individuals.
I wish I was as sexy as a mare is sometimes.
They included women, couples, and even animal relationships within families.
We can get it kind of juicy. It'll
Kinda
soak it up
juicy?
if we put it back in the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the questions are, well, is it the same as with a man? Is it as good as with a man?
No, better.
Well, it depends.
Well, it depends on the dog, depends on the man.
A lot of human men just they don't like foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs love foreplay. They love.
Wait, did he say dogs instead of horses? Did I say dogs?
I believe the phrase was dogs love foreplay.
I said dogs.
Yeah, you just human men don't enjoy foreplay, but apparently dogs love it. Bet their pussy smells like peanut butter and pedigree chum.
Oh.
Fido's at the vinegar strokes, ladies.
Red Rocket.
Red Rocket, Red Rocket. We found our new T-shirt. Dogs love foreplay.
To have a good time. They love to have sex.
I just thought, should I add some mushrooms to the salad too?
Oh yeah, you could probably
I'm gonna
do
add some
some
to
in the
the-
sauce and
That's
some
what I was
in
gonna
the...
do.
For most people, the idea of sex with animals is revolting.
Yes.
So I wanted to find out why people become zoophiles, and why this form of sexuality, above all others, remains taboo.
It's not a sexuality, it's a perversion. Let's get that clear.
Why did he not be so dark now with that tone of music?
But it sounded a little weird if they started using the Ropers theme tune during it. Horse looking deeply into the camera, and in the background you're hearing.
If a horse kicks one of them during sex, is it domestic violence?
God.
Fucking hope so. Here's a video of a man getting fucked by a horse. We're just going to throw the Spanish flea over that.
I started with the question, what exactly is zoophilia?
Zoophilia is one of the 40-odd paraphilias. And para means beyond the usual, and philia means love.
Oh, are we gonna
These
add
conditions used to be
Egyptians
called the
into this
perversions.
too?
And on the street, they're called kinky sex.
On the street, they're called kinky sex.
Where do you find these?
Well, I'm looking for new T-shirt ideas. So far we've got dogs love foreplay. On the street, it's known as kinky sex. Got to ask the viewers: do you enjoy kinky sex? You think of kinky sex, and you kind of, probably some handcuffs, bit of lube for up the ass, that kind of thing. But you never think, "Hey, you in the mood for kinky sex? I've just brought a camel along."
Zoophilia is,
Wrong.
according to the dictionary, is really love for animals. But usually people, when they talk about zoophilia, they talk about people who are in love or have an emotional connection with their animals. And they also...
Wrong. Here's the thing. Lenore, you own a cat, don't you?
Yeah.
You love your cat.
Yes.
That means you have an emotional relationship with your cat. But that is completely normal. I love my mum and dad's cat. You know, if Dan has got a cat or a dog, you know, he feels emotionally attached and he loves that dog. That doesn't necessarily mean we kind of go, "Oh, I love you. Fucking take it." You know, it doesn't. How do you go from, "Oh, you're so lovely, I love you to pieces," to, "Well, we haven't got any lube, so I'm just going to have to spit on it." You know, where do you cross that line? It wasn't rhetorical. Come on, thoughts.
I mean, there shouldn't be a line to begin with.
There shouldn't be a line. There never should have been a line.
Well,
these people have to be in prison now. There's no way this video's been out there for this long. And so somebody's got to have tracked them down.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. You look at the joke, what the joke of the justice system it is. You'll find that people who shoplift, do robberies, that kind of stuff, they'll tend to go to jail. But you'll find that zoophiles, paedophiles, they'll tend to just be let back out and put on a list. Like, that'll fix them. There's very few actual convictions for child molesters and zoophiles. So, yeah, that's awful.
I'm gonna go grab my binder again and start just looking around that again. Like, God dang.
Oh, I'm sure it'll get funnier. I'm sure one of them will find a squirrel and have an accident that sounds like a pop.
I probably agree with Matthew on that one.
I found a dormouse. I lost a dormouse.
To have sex with our animals.
My first introduction to zoophilia came when I met Mark.
Friends
hi, Mark.
Of course. Oh, by the way, the one who plays Mark in the room, who plays Mark in the room, is going to be at Pensacon this year. So that is ironic.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. Nuts deep in a gibbon, I see. Oh, hi, Mark. I see you're rimming a cat.
Oh.
All I know is I'm glad the Dutchmans are not online. They were based.
Yes. There's
Oh,
still
hi,
time.
Mark. Yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. No, you'll never get that in the goldfish.
I hate myself to laugh at that one.
No, Mark, that's not why it's called a blowhole.
I love it that one because we keep calling Blake the dolphin in our group chats.
Oh God. Yeah, but it's I can understand dolls. At least it's not illegal. You just got to go. You're a bit of a weirdo. You know, as long as you take the batteries out, they won't remember anything.
Put on the brakes. Wow, look at her. And they snap their heads down. What? Where? And they realize, oh, damn, it's a horse. Shouldn't say that unless it's some girl in a bikini.
He's had sexual relationships with animals for 40 years.
There's a horse up there on the right. Ah. You tell if it's male or female.
A recent illness has left him partially blind.
So that's karma kicking in then.
My question now is, how old is he?
So if he's been doing it for 40 years...
Exactly.
I would imagine probably late 50s, early 60s.
He could have fucked Black Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
Only people who go to people probably nowadays don't even know about that book, Daniel. If someone who knows about the Black Beauty book, I'll be surprised if people nowadays know about that story.
I'm sure he's had erections that have lived longer.
I'm saying these like what you wanted people wanted to okay, I'm about to say this out of my mouth. So people wanted to have a sex with Wilbur the pig.
Oh yeah, if they're in Winnie the Pooh, people want to fuck them.
I'm gonna make you squeal like a piggy.
But I am a piggy.
I dare you to say that when you face Scabs and Heresy. I am so dare you to say that to Scabs. Will you ever face if you ever face Scabs in a promo, I want you to say that I want him to. I faced Scabs 4 times.
What does he smell like?
Bacon.
I bet he does.
He lives in a trailer home in the backwoods of Missouri. At the time I met Mark, sex with animals was not illegal in this state. And this allowed him to become the first zoophile to go public about his sexual preference.
Wait.
It wasn't illegal. But you can kind of understand it in a way. Because when would you ever think that you'd have to stand in a courthouse and go, well, no, you shouldn't be able to fuck animals. If you think of it like that, you kind of go, well, normal people don't do that. So, it won't be a problem. We don't have to tell them not to do that, obviously. No one's ever going to be that stupid enough to go out and fuck a cow.
And here we are talking about this.
Yes. Zoophilia has all led to this moment where we get to laugh at it on the internet. The entire population of zoophiles in the world are only here for my amusement.
I can believe that.
Mark shares his home with horses, dogs, donkeys, and Pixel.
My territory, I get first shot at all the goodies. Pixel, looky here. Yeah.
Mark married Pixel in an unofficial ceremony 7 years ago.
Wait, hold on. Wait, did he say that he's married to the horse?
Is that a horse or a donkey?
It's hard to tell from that frame.
But either way, yes, he is indeed married to Pixel. You may now yiff the bride.
Oh.
I'm so glad my friends are also watching this.
Furries don't look so bad now, do they, everyone? I think the furry community should thank me for making them look highfalutin by comparison.
I love Pixel. She's gorgeous. My God, that is a beautiful little pony. She's sweet. She's loving. I'm very proud of her. And I like to be able to tell people how wonderful she is.
He was so proud of his relationship with Pixel that he made the extraordinary and potentially dangerous decision to go public about their marriage. He agreed to appear on one of America's most notorious talk shows, Jerry Springer.
Of course, Jerry Springer! Of course he had to be on Jerry Springer. How?
What else? What else was it going to be?
Of course. Let's hope that there are some clips, because I think that'll be amazing.
I bet there is. Oh, God.
But this is just wonderful right here.
God.
So let's, yeah. Oh, it's nice of them to leave
about all the fights. Well, today we have a love story.
A Springer Show exclusive. Mark is what you might call an animal lover.
In his crusade to be accepted, Mark agreed to appear on the Jerry Springer Show.
Meet the man who married his horse.
You are having intimate relations with a beast. I wasn't taking A for an answer.
I married a horse.
As soon as the audience saw what was coming up, and welcome his wife, and here comes a pony. Well, it was in the fan then. They just went crazy. I loved it. At one point, he says, I think I'm going to vomit. If I'd been faster on my feet, I would have replied, hey, it's your show. Go ahead.
This is pretty sick, isn't it? What do you mean? Hey.
America never got to see Mark. The show was pulled, judged too controversial even for Springer.
Fantastic.
Wait, hold on. So wait, that is where Colorado Springs. It's too controversial for Jerry Springer show. And all the other crazy shenanigans that have been on the show. That is the crossing the line.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, you look at most of the stuff on Jerry Springer; it's pretty tame in comparison. So it's nice to know that Jerry had a line. But he was still greedy enough to want to get the footage anyway.
In Mark's hometown, rumors and jokes soon spread.
No shit.
In West Virginia, this is a true law. I'm not making this up. Down south in West Virginia, it's legal.
West Virginia?
To have sex with an animal if it doesn't exceed 40 pounds. I used to see dogs just go, give me some more. Give me some more! More people in piss! I weigh 38 pounds, he's got a heart on! That is disgusting!
Of course, if you're in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Of course, it's in West Virginia.
Take me home, country roads.
What the fuck? He'll be coming round the mountain. Oh.
He may be coming around the mountain, but let's hope he doesn't fall off. Or maybe he should.
Here's Dixon's territory. I've paid a price for this lifestyle. I've had to face up to some friends that just couldn't handle it and say, okay, well, you know, I hate to lose you as a friend, but I understand. I'm sure that I would see my children much more often than I do.
Of course.
Well, there's a couple of reasons why you might not see your children. One would be your disabled eyes. And two, it's not as if they'll understand you considering they're half human, half fucking horse.
And you basically made their stepmom into a horse.
Yes. Their stepmother is a horse. I wonder if stepmothers enjoy foreplay.
They claim they're okay with it, and I think they are, but they don't really want to talk about it. Don't like to be reminded of it too much.
They're not fine with it.
They understand it's a part of me.
Mark continues to promote a positive image of zoophilia.
Oh, Red Dog's coming up this way.
Oh, yeah?
He spends hours each day on the internet, talking to other zoophiles from around the world.
Is that the truck that stopped here a couple months ago?
Here they can communicate without fear of their identity being given away.
The internet, I think, has been a major importance in the forming of anything that could be described as a zoo community.
Can we go back
Before
like 10
that,
seconds?
Yeah, sure. What were you thinking? Oh, to see what he was saying on that chat.
I want to read the messages.
Oh, all right then. So let's see if we can go.
I got so far into them and then it went off.
Oh, Red Dog's coming up this way.
Oh, yeah?
He spends hours each day on the internet, talking to other zoophiles from around the world.
Is that the truck that stopped here a couple months ago?
Here.
There we go. So just.
Oh, this is 98?
Wow.
December 5th, 1998.
Looks like he's using Telnet. So.
They're talking about meeting up. Oh.
Hey, did you get my email a while back?
I don't remember that.
Well, I'm just letting you know that I'll be going up by weight by the 17th.
All the way here or just to LR's place?
I was planning on stopping by for a while. It was all right with you and Lucy.
Mark says no problem.
Great. I'll be right at LR's most of the time, but want to swing by there as well.
I will.
Here they can communicate without fear of their identity being given away.
The internet.
I'll be picking up my little big pup.
Oh yeah.
Oh, great.
Oh god. I wonder if should I say this out loud? I'm just stirring more shit here. I'm wondering maybe if they might want to do some zoophile erotic fan fiction featuring us.
God!
That we could read out live on air.
I can't believe I'm about to mention this already about me. I already got a fanfic wrote about as Lenore from Foxy about me with Malachi. Like, no, thank you. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again.
Oh, brilliant. We
Are you telling me somebody has written fan fiction about you and another e-fitter?
No, Fox maybe was one with a wrestler.
Oh.
Who was it?
Malachi.
Oh, yeah, right.
Alistair Black.
Yeah.
Malachi. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. I was hoping it'd be
Oh, he
someone.
still has it. He hasn't done. Dude, here's the thing. Foxy is not done with the fanfic. He's still working on it. He's like he like to bring it up once in a while, but
Oh,
she's
you know,
with it.
I'd definitely say that After Dark needs more erotic fan fiction, definitely. So if you'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
to write, so yeah, if you'd like to write about me or Dan, then go ahead.
50 Shades of Dank.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Dank. You know, that'd be wonderful. You know, I can send over Dan's parts to him, and then we can just sit there and read it and try and keep it straight.
That's Dragon Fox. He probably would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh, sure. Oh, you know.
I see you wearing flannel.
I see you're a butch. I like that in a woman.
Oh, no.
And a man.
Oh, I'm in the middle of a grunge era lesbian relationship right here, just on both sides. It's amazing.
I think it's been a major importance in the forming of anything that could be described as a zoo
I
community.
just pop my dial
Before
up
that,
and then start talking
contact
to
with other zoos
dog
was
touchers and zippity doo dah.
extremely difficult. Your best friend could be boffing the beef on the side, and you'd never know he was a zoo unless he told you.
There's another one.
There's bumping the beef. Hug up, fucking duck-billed platypus. This is wonderful.
I was surprised to find that no one has a clear idea of how many zoophiles there are. The only published data was by sexologist Alfred Kinsey. His survey in the 1950s only looked at bestiality, one-off sexual acts with animals. He reported that perhaps as many as 1 in 3 boys in rural areas had experimented with animals, but his research has since been discredited. To get a more accurate picture, the Institute for the Advanced Study of Human Sexuality in San Francisco conducted a survey.
Of course it's in fucking San Francisco. Why wouldn't it be?
I thought I was in West Virginia. Is it also in West Virginia and San Francisco?
No. Listen, Brooke. He's saying that the I'll rewind it for you because it's some organisation.
Rural areas had experimented with animals.
Listening?
But his research has since been discredited.
Not this. This.
To get a more accurate picture, the Institute for the Advanced Study of Human Sexuality in San Francisco conducted.
Yes.
According to California.
Yeah. You just kind of go, well, it's San Francisco. Why? because fucking is fun. Does that really need tax dollars?
Bovine, sheep, goats.
What do you want your cock to smell like today? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? A true duckin'. It's a me inside of a duck, inside of a turkey, inside.
You're making us hungry. Stop it.
Don't worry, I'll help you lose that.
Did a survey of over 100 zoophiles.
The people in my study, some of them, not all of them, but some of them see their relationships with animals as very unique. They really love their animals. Some of them treat the animals as a spouse, as a significant other. When I asked them to list down what is their marital status, I had 2 or 3 people put down that they're married to their animal.
I wondered if there was a common factor that could explain all this. Some psychologists believe that events in early childhood determine our sexual development.
Everybody has a love map, and it's very easy for them to go wrong. What makes one boy or one girl's love map develop so as to end up being zoophilic instead of just ordinary? Nobody knows. However, if I try to reconstruct it in the case of a zoophile, that in early infancy, this person was extremely deprived of tactile stimulation, which babies really need. And I've heard that story particularly from a woman paraphile who was kept locked away a lot of the time in the basement. And
so essentially, leave your kid alone and they'll turn to go tussy.
He had all of this big theory, and then he said that like they found nothing. They did the whole study and like they found nothing.
So essentially, he's trying to make up excuses for why these people are the way they are, as opposed to
Yeah.
they're just fucked up.
I'm starting to wonder if he's one.
It does make me wonder, doesn't it? Look at those lips, and imagine them puckered on a donkey's ass. Would he have a smile? Would he have a glint in his eye?
A poof in his face.
Yeah, just. Hi, my name's Negan.
she was sexually molested by her uncle. She had been born of incest herself, and that was kept strictly undercover. And the only consolation she had in life was this little dog, and she would put it between her legs. And when she got fully grown, she liked it much better than her husband's form of sex. So you have a poignant story of how somebody could easily be switched along the path of zoophilia. And incidentally, nobody would ever live next door to that lady and guess it. She otherwise passed as a normal mother and housewife.
Okay.
Random. Going through
But
someone's
not
house?
all zoophiles have been abused as children. For Mark, his interest began with simple adolescent curiosity.
The first time I even had an ink.
Oh, just look at that face.
I want to know who thinks though, even as a child. I wonder what that dog's dick tastes like.
For Mark, his interest
let's
began
just-
with simple adolescent curiosity.
That face doesn't have normal relationship written all over it, does it?
No.
Who needs Viagra when I've got farmyards? You're just horrified, but intrigued. You know what I think of when I see that face? How could you not see that one coming?
I did.
Yeah, I think that covers it as well. He
Yeah.
looks like a young serial killer.
Isn't it funny? I've been watching documentaries about serial killers earlier this morning.
Well,
The
now
Don't
you
Fuck
know
with Cats.
I was watching How to Catch a Serial Killer on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
So, did any of the serial killers talk about wanting to get that go-tussie?
Most of the signs of being a serial killer is to know how you abuse animals or set down house fires.
Yeah, but there's a difference between serial killers murdering animals and then stepping up to a human and serial killers fucking animals. That's like serial animal rape.
Yeah. Usually it's based upon what side of the body you're looking at.
Oh, man.
Just gets
the first time I even had an
sexier.
inkling of sexual attraction or the idea of an animal as a sex object, 16 years old. A good friend of mine and I had been riding a little pony cart around near his grandparents' farm. And at the end of the ride, to take proper care of the equipment and the pony, he handed
My
me
Little
a
Pony,
brush and a
four
comb
players
and
magic.
told me to wipe the horse down, comb her, and brush her. And I got around toward the back end of that little pony, and she had her tail up in the air. And something just went ka-ching in my mind. It's girl pussy, pony pussy, pussy. And I looked around real quick and touched it.
Yes. So that's what started it. Girl pussy, pony pussy, pussy.
Pussy.
It's like that scene from Dusk Till Dawn, isn't it? We got all kinds of pussy: black pussy, white pussy, pony pussy, goat pussy, cow pussy.
Apple pussy.
It's smelly pussy.
Well, here I was. I'd been trying to do all the right stuff, ask girls out to the right movies, and of course, well, they were busy. Maybe try to get them to go out and eat a burger and shake or something like that. Well, they're busy, but, ask me again sometime. And sometime never came. So when I actually went out and had intercourse with that pony mare, I didn't feel that I was being weird. I felt that I was being superior. It sounds horrible. It's a personality flaw and so forth. But yeah, I thought I was being superior. Hey, I outsmarted the system. By God, I got even with all the girls. Who needs them? This worked great. Hell, this was so good that sex with a woman would probably kill me.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, are you guys going to have time for therapy before next week's episode?
No.
Oh, look, it's not a pop in. It's Cruising Wolf.
Ah, yes. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Today's subject is horse fucking.
Horse fucking, goat fucking, cow fucking, dog fucking, cat fucking, pig fucking, whatever else. Anything but humans.
Yes. So, cats, dogs, pigs, horses, Alicia-Ann, llamas, whatever you want. Yeah, I'm still pushing that button right there.
I'm gonna go and drain a vein.
Isaiah said, "Woe to those who call evil good and good evil." And so we are living in a day when people want to call evil good and good evil, when man has turned a deaf ear from hearing what God says in his word.
Just this comment coming through. The animals came in 2 by 2, and apparently so did I.
Now we be going to a prayer section too? God dang. What is this, church? This is the reason why I don't go to church anymore.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, I suppose we could always go to the Church of Fudge. If anyone in the comments knows what I'm on about.
God.
Stay away from that one, Brooke. It's probably not your speed. Maybe we should start live streaming on Pornhub, then we could play anything we wanted.
No!
Oh, God, that would be amazing. Right. Yes, I've read about that. In Colombia, you have a religion that is convinced that your first fuck should be with a donkey before you can fuck a woman. Yes, although you spelt fuck wrong. Although I think he's trying to get past the censorship. But with us, doesn't bother us. There goes
We're
Dan.
on YouTube, but they don't care about the comment sections being censored, I think, more than Facebook does.
Yeah.
That horse just would not stay still.
Well, do what they do in Wales. Back it onto the edge of a cliff, then it moves backwards. Pro tips.
Take not thy Holy Spirit. Oh, Lord Jesus, I pray, God, this morning that you would just create a new heart in us today, Lord.
Mark grew up in the Bible Belt. His father was a preacher, and his upbringing came strictly from the Old Testament.
Father, I thank you for the blood of Jesus today, hallelujah, that cleanses us and that washes us clean and whole so that we might be presentable and ready to appear before the glorious God.
Before the glorious glory hole
Leviticus
with a horse
20,
on the other
15, and
side.
16. If a man lie with a beast,
And the
he
fucking
shall
drill's
surely
gonna
be
fill
put to
that glory
death,
hole.
and you shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast.
Bestiality is a sin that goes back way in the Bible. Goes back to the Old Testament passages of Deuteronomy and Leviticus and some like that. And whether that was going on at that time, we're not sure, but at least in the foreknowledge of God and the wisdom of God.
If it was going on at that time, then they would write about it. If it wasn't going on, they wouldn't have to put it in the Bible. But at the same time, Old Testament believes that the world is 6,000 years old. No, 12,000 years old. So I really wouldn't go off what the Old fucking Testament says. But in this case, I tend to agree. You know, the world isn't 12,000 years old, but horse fucking is bad. That's the one I choose. Dan,
Oh, William wants to know a horse with or without teeth.
I'm just imagining in the 11th commandment, thou shalt not fuck the cattle.
Thou horse shall not wear a woman liketh a feed bag.
Knowing what man could do and what he could be capable of. God really condemns bestiality in the scripture and the word of God. In fact, the penalty for that was death.
As it should be. Back to Egyptian times. Did they like fucking the animals?
Pre-Christian pagan cultures were openly fascinated with sexuality in all its forms.
I love that picture. Which way's the animal turned? That's another good question.
A horse with or without teeth.
Do you prefer a fucking or a gumming? Wow.
You like grinding your knob against a razor blade?
It's okay, I'll put a sugar lump on the end.
Oh.
Often worshipped the image of animals. They saw less distinction between human and animal. They believed in hybrid creatures, the offspring of interspecies sex. Here, half man, half goat. All this changed with the arrival of Christianity.
Oh, if only it did something right then.
Oh, God, they went from fucking animals to fucking little boys.
I didn't say they were completely right. I just went they got something right. know. Stop fucking the goats. All right, then. What are we going to do? Probably shouldn't do that either. I know he's got a lovely high falsetto voice, but that doesn't make him a girl.
New religion taught that to be human was not to be animal. Man must conquer his base animal instincts to rise closer to his God. Satan was often shown as a beast.
He's got to rise to
At first,
God.
offenders were not punished.
Is God
But during the
fucking
Middle
illegal?
Ages, bestiality was considered as evil as homosexuality and sex with demons. By the 1500s, the offence so challenged the accepted order of man and animal, both were punished by death. Maybe this explains why we still demand severe penalties, with up to a 2-year prison sentence in the UK.
Wait.
2 years over here.
Remember, this is back in '98, so they might up. Is that still legal? Is that still a law?
Well, you know, fucking animals over here has always been a no-no. But the fact that it's a 2-year sentence.
But this is back in '98. You think they might have upgraded by now?
Well, I don't think it works like I don't think they would have put the number up because I don't suppose they get many cases of people going nuts deep into Flossie. Just finding new and creative ways to saying "fuck a dog," aren't
Yeah, where's Mason to show up now and say why the church is all messed up now because of how much he doesn't believe in religion, and now they realize here we go.
Yeah, those wacky choir boys and their mysterious ways. What is it about a priest's uniform that's so attractive to children?
I blame the parents.
What, do they point at the priest and go, "See him, he's got a massive cock"? Happy
The
5th
parents robbed
birthday.
the church.
Head, bollocks, wallet, and watch.
But this does not deter individuals, or even couples with families.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Michael has brought the family dog to visit Laurie, his wife.
There's my baby. Oh.
Laurie and Michael are now separated, but for 25 years they shared their lives with 2 children and various animals.
Say hello.
It's been 3 months since Laurie has seen her lover, baby Golden.
Kisses and hugs. You are such a.
When they broke up, they decided the dog should stay with Michael.
To watch our golden retriever and her interact is just awesome because, I mean, he just adores her and she loves him and it's really cool. It's just really neat.
He's popping a rod.
I just love you. I miss my baby.
Sorry?
Okay,
I was laughing.
They give the dog to him, but we're seeing how much the dog loves her. Why in the world she doesn't keep the dog?
So you're actively suggesting that we should give a dog to someone who likes fucking dogs?
I just think it's weird, like how they give up to someone like they're both the same sex system. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's just all right then. So which one of us should the dog go with? Well, I don't know. I mean, I like getting my nuts licked by it, but you really love getting penetrated by it. So which one's the least offensive?
I know why he got the dog.
Oh yeah.
You can teach any dog to lick, but you can't teach any dog to blow.
Fido's got a new funnel. Oh, you furry little pocket pussy. I press play, you whore.
Oh.
Laurie and Michael were both sexually active with animals when they married.
Yeah.
With the arrival of children, they agreed to give up their animal passions. But after a few years, Michael found this too difficult.
When you wake up in the middle of the night and your husband's not there, the barn is rather close to the house, you know, for no reason, okay, why is he out there? And a wife usually knows.
I wasn't aware that my wife was aware that I had reestablished my intimate relationship with my mare.
That's a romantic way of saying I didn't know my wife knew that I was fucking the dog.
He cheated on his wife with the dog.
Yeah. But to be honest, she tended to enjoy it as well. Brilliant, Matthew. In China, they cook dogs. Here, the dogs cooked him.
It was just, I was trying at that time to be true to myself and the loved ones in my life. And sometimes juggling those things is no small task.
It was a very difficult situation. It's like, fine, you want to be with her, then be with her. So I would get resentful and remove myself out of the, the triangle. Because of the sexual tension and the secrecy, I wanted him to tell me. And so he started to pour all this out of the pain that he had gone through. And, it became very...
What about the dog? Don't you think the dog would like to go to a therapist and go, a human fucked me? Jesus Christ. I was nothing but a furry little cream pie machine to that fucker. He never changed it up. All we did was doggy style. Such a pun.
Very honest. He told me about all the relationships. He really, for the first time, expressed how deeply he felt and how much his love was for horses.
Yes, he felt deeply about them. Nuts deeply.
Nuts.
These nuts. Slapping off a horse.
Michael and Laurie agreed to bring back Michael's mares into their relationship.
What was interesting, though, and this is because of how we can be in our relationships, we can be very possessive. And a real loving relationship is not about possessing another living soul. And she says, well, I got to come out and watch. And I went, oh. And I've discovered that in that respect, with the proper people, I'm not ashamed of that also. I was a bit intimidated because knowing how emotional my wife can be about some things, I thought, oh gosh, if she loses it during this can get ugly.
If she loses it through this, I'm going to lose my boner, and that's $40 down for the Viagra I spent. Are you just eating through the trauma, Dan?
I am.
Do you wish you were watching an AEP promo again?
It's not that bad.
All right, okay, fair enough. Oh, let's cheer you up. Let's get to the World Mug. The World Mug is going to be very good this week.
But the neat thing was she came out and watched, and it was another opportunity to bring us all closer.
Ah.
And it's kind of interesting. She says, well, can't have any other women. And I'm going, well, I don't have an issue with that because women can make awesome friends. I enjoy speaking and visiting with women. But overall, you stand a pretty woman and a pretty mare, I'll take the mare.
I shared him with 3 other horses. There were...
That's another T-shirt right there.
Are you talking to Ron? Are you talking to Ron, aka Split, for making the shirts?
I'm going to work out. I'm going to work it out myself. I'm just thinking I've got something we can say if it ends up being on Saturday. Dan, me, Grant, and Jade. We can just get Jade. Jade, can you just read this? I was sharing a man with 3 horses. We can just sit there proud.
Well, technically,
Times where I
Jade
could-
is sharing Grant with 2 judgments, so.
Well, as long as they bring their own horse.
Accept it. There were times when I resented it because I wanted him there for me.
Over here.
Laurie felt their relationship could not continue. She insisted they separate while they work it out.
There may come a time where we could all live together, but, you know, he does miss the inside companionship, having somebody to cook dinner now and then, take a shower with, you know, have a massage. There are certain things that an animal relationship can't provide.
Yeah, it's like common sense.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look at this. 1972 to 1990. Oh, it's going to be a pet grave. It's going to be a dead fucked animal, isn't it?
18 years old. What animal could it be if it lived for 18 years?
So, I'm guessing it isn't a lizard.
I bet it's either a cat.
Oh God, I really hope it's not a cat.
It's a parrot or parakeet.
Yeah. Parakeet. Repeating the words, that's my no-no square. Frankie says relax. It'll go in easier.
Zoophiles are not alone in their love for animals. Many pet owners have such intense relationships that when their pets die, they grieve as if they've lost a loved one.
Yeah, we do.
But the idea of any sexual contact would horrify them.
Yeah.
It would be as unnatural as having sex with a child.
Now, we can love children very deeply, and yet that love is not shown in any sexual desire for the children. We all love our own children very much, and there are very, very few humans who cross over the line.
All right. What name comes to mind when someone says that? Dan knows, don't you, Dan?
I'm going to make a smoke.
Hi, Jay, if you're watching, by the way. Just in the background. Oh, Dreadbeak, you dirty bastard.
Line,
You know what?
attempt to
I feel
have sex
sorry
with their
for,
children.
Sorry?
I feel sorry for Kaz. She's going to watch horse porn on a 52-inch TV.
That's the best way to watch horse porn.
Yeah, but I'm blind. I'm still going to wear my glasses.
Well, then sit closer. Do I have to suggest everything for you, for God's sake?
Oh, look at the size of that.
Yes.
Yeah. The proper way to watch horse porn is with clear focus and tissues.
Dan, pass it to you.
There you go, Kaz. Good girl. Anyway, onto the horse fuckery.
But it is interesting that the adults who do, who are almost invariably male, always claim that the child initiated the sexuality. I find that very interesting in terms of humans who claim that the animals are initiating the sexuality. I think that's an excuse. I think it's a form of denial. I don't think it's real.
Tell me, Mark, how do we know that you're not forcing sex on your animals and that they're actually giving consent?
Wait, hold on. Now they're asking about consent?
Right, so I'm going to say something on this. If an animal does not want to be fucked, it will let you know.
Yes, with a strongly worded email.
You try and fuck a horse and that horse does not want to be touched, you're getting kicked in the fucking head.
Exactly. Although Matthew has said Dan does get minion head twice a week, so I'm just wondering, are you a zoophile?
Minions aren't animals.
Yes, they're owner holes.
Yeah, like Tic Tacs with legs.
Yeah. Either way, those boys got holes and purty mouths.
Consent is one of the slipperier issues among discussions between zoophiles and non-zoophiles. Take Pixel, for example. She's not tied up. She could walk away. She could run away. She could kick the living bejesus out of me. She could bite. Horses are not defenseless. The friends of mine with dogs, well, now dogs. You ever try to do something to a dog really didn't like? At least the dog has all its teeth.
I think the problem here is that we are.
It's a great argument there. I completely agree. I've changed my view. Yes, of course the dog was asking for it. It didn't bite me.
We're talking about domestic species. And the very definition of a domestic species is that they are under our control. So my problem with zoophilia is that it is a one-way street. It is not the animal who is choosing to have a sexual relationship with us. It is we who are imposing a sexual relationship upon the animal.
There is no doubt that they are into the moment if one understands how horses react. I mean, sex is pretty straightforward, folks. Member A goes into slot B.
You see, isn't that the kind of excuse a rapist would use?
Yeah. Yeah, any excuse to justify what they're doing.
Exactly. I just wanted to make you feel uncomfortable there, Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Did it work? So, yeah, his excuse for it's okay to fuck an animal is, well, rape. That's pretty much what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At that moment of orgasm, for lack of a better word, the two souls actually merge and touch, albeit for a brief instant. And it's humbling. And yet it's so intense, it's rejuvenating. Mares do orgasm. Yes, they do. Call them maregasms. And when a mare...
some clever wording there. So by that logic, Dan, do you know what it's called when a cat orgasms? Catgasm.
Catgasm, yeah.
What about a dog?
Doggasm.
Yeah. What about a duck-billed platypus?
Duck-billed platypus-gasm.
Oh, God. This is brilliant. I think I'm going to name this episode Llamagasm. Do mares have orgasms? Of course they do. They're called maregasms. And knowing is half the battle.
The more you know.
The more you know. The mare having an orgasm is called a maregasm.
The more you know.
How longer is this? Are we almost done?
The mayor, you know, another T-shirt. Dogs love foreplay. The mayor, you know.
I've got 5 t-shirts now. I've got Dogs Love Foreplay. On the street, it's called Kinky Sex. Boffin the Beef.
I love the fact that the term "Bop and the Beef" came from a documentary.
I shared him with 3 other horses. And the mayor, you know.
Oh, it's like reading an episode of Take a Break. Chuck Norris loves foreplay.
Take a break. Have a cat.
Cause a break. Fuck a cat. Oh, God. Let's get on with the fucking thing.
Their orgasms, a lot of times, well, they will, you can feel their muscles tense up and they kind of oomph, for lack of a better word.
Oh, now we're doing this. Oh, God. We paused in the...
I just loved it where he said, for a lack of a better word, the oomph. How do we spell it?
Yeah, Phill, is it 2 fingers or 4 arm?
Oh, all the way up to the shoulder, my friend.
Shit, where's my watch?
Fucking hell, where's my cardigan? Yeah.
This is going to be a long episode tonight.
Sorry?
This might be a long episode.
Fucking better not.
No, we've only got like 16 minutes left. We spent 2 hours on horse fuckers.
Oh, no. And I'm getting messages off my phone saying that a little party's got fat fingers. Sorry, well, I mean big thumbs. All the context behind it.
Yeah.
You see, Kaz, all I heard there was coming.
Ted, which is the boogie. And of course, you mean Bill and Ted. He's like, yeah, sorry, fat fingers.
Phill and Ted. Who's Ted? Oh, yeah. I forgot she's got a daughter called Ted.
Oh, right, okay. And another one from Matthew. On tonight's episode of All Creatures Great and Small.
I think we have that TV show at my library. I'm not going to lie. That's in our TV show sections at my library where I work at.
Yeah, and followed swiftly by its spin-off, Do My Fingers Smell to You?
And yes, they orgasm. There's no doubt.
Oh.
Space, the final frontier.
Nobody asks animals whether they want to work for us, serve as foods for us in a restaurant or at home. Nobody asks the animal anything.
I'm embarrassed now, humiliated.
People just take animals for granted. But when it comes to having sex with animals, all of a sudden people start feeling very uncomfortable about this and say this is abuse. But killing animals, that's okay because we eat them.
Yep.
This is just a different type of eating.
So, everybody else asks. I haven't heard.
Oh, now this is a clip I have seen, and it's talking about, I'm sure we all remember our first time.
Right.
We're going to find out about theirs.
Oh, God.
Yes. And let's look at them. These princesses, these treasures of women. It's just it's. I think we'll end the show on probably this because there's going to be so much good material here.
But
Yes.
Maybe.
What was your first experience?
Well, actually, it was kind of interesting. I was house sitting for somebody, watching their dog and their birds and their fish and stuff. I was maybe 10, 11 years old. I don't quite remember. So I went skinny dipping. And one day I bent over to test the water. You know how you do. Just bend over
Yes,
and put your hand
it's
in the
nice
water.
to know how cold it is.
Yes, and, well, their dog kind of snuck up behind me and stuck his nose between my legs. Needless to say, I was a little bit surprised, but I was like, that feels good. And then he decided he wanted a little more.
Oh,
LOL.
And what did it smell like, Fido?
Garlic bread?
I knew you'd enjoy this.
More, so he jumped on. And at that point, I learned what it was to lose your virginity. It scared me half to death. But then it kind of started feeling good, and I'm like,
Hang on.
But then again,
Hanging on.
Well,
Dan.
This isn't just her first time losing her virginity to an animal. This was her first ever time.
Survey says yes.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know how that makes it worse, but it somehow does.
How did that work out? I don't know.
Oh, well, I can explain that to you, Lenore. You see, when a man and a woman love each other, the man puts his penis into the woman's vagina.
I know that, but I don't know how they count for a dog.
Oh, well, when a woman and a dog love each other, the dog puts his penis.
Oh my god.
God.
Mind you, she wouldn't be able to tell the difference anyway. Either way, there's going to be a lot of panting. Just be glad he got the right hole.
Oh.
Yeah, could have been worse. Kind of missing that Pete Again episode now, aren't we?
he jumped on. And at that point, I learned what it was to lose your virginity. It scared me half to death. But then it kind of started feeling good, and I'm like,
Yeah.
But then again, the other scare that I had was, oh my God, I'm going to have puppies.
I think I was like...
Just in case you're wondering, Brooke, no, that's not physiologically possible. You okay, Brooke? Have you learnt a lot today?
That people are idiots?
Well, yeah, but anything from the footage that you've seen. I mean, me and Dan have been idiots for a while together now, so...
That people got weird fetish.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find your own soon enough. Me and Dan have found ours. Oh, yes, there's pedophilia, zoophilia, and dogs want to fill you. Wonderful work there. All right, so let's listen to this other fucking wildebeest story of how she got mangled by a puppy.
22, the first time that I had, allowed a dog to have sexual intercourse. So it kind of just grew from there.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I had dog companions in between. I've always loved the feel of fur my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Furry.
my dog was always there as a good friend, soaking up tears, whatever I was going through. And I don't know, I guess it was just one night. We were snuggling in bed and I was petting him and he just got very curious. And, you know, I mean, there was more of an oral thing. And I mean, I became kind of curious about him. So, I mean, to begin with, it was more of just curiosity.
So you lost your virginity to a human first?
To a human. I was like 15 or 16. 15.
I
It
was
before
21 when I lost my virginity to
It was
a human.
before I was 16 because, you know, I guess I was more curious sexually and more interested.
My problem was is most of my boyfriends weren't interested in it, and I never could figure out why.
Ellie did eventually meet Ken.
Really?
Hmm.
I wonder why.
Because they're same.
It's one of those moments that you just look at and go, well, you know, I could, but, you know, I don't want to pull out and smell like pedigree chum down there. Just not good. Oof.
Who shares her sexual preference.
Oh, we need to grab a couple handfuls of that.
And we've already seen this one, so let's fast forward. Back to the cookery.
Funny, the guys start comparing about what they used to stand on.
Or how,
what
they
is more
or how
stable.
they disguise it in their car. Or then you go to a strange barn and you start and you catch the guys checking the bottoms of the feed buckets for footprints.
To me, I feel there are a lot more women who are with their dogs, but men have no idea.
I'm sure there are probably people who would say, well, boy, you're going to hell because of how you are. But I'll tell you, if there's a hereafter, just let me muck the stalls and care for them. Yeah. It just feels so good inside. Ooh, kisses. I'm not ashamed of who and what I am.
You should be.
There's no shame involved, and it's taken me many years to learn to deal with it.
Oh, for God's sake!
Zoophiles who have accepted their sexuality and can share it with their partners are the lucky few. For most, discovery leads to disaster. Sarah now lives alone with her dogs.
And I were married for almost 10 years, and we had a pretty happy marriage. We both worked. We owned a home. We had 2 cars. We had 2 dogs. We were a happy couple.
I have crippling depression.
Become aware of zoophilia until much later in my life. When Miles and I moved into my room together, it became a little more intimate. I think the first time that I actually decided to take my clothes off and feel his fur next to my bare skin was pretty surprising. That was one of the first things that I did, was I just stripped and got down and...
Why are all these women so fuck ugly?
Oh, God.
You gotta think. What is it about ugly women that makes them want to fuck animals?
They obviously can't. Well, no, because some can get guys. We've seen it.
Yeah, that's my question, because you would think, well, they can't get guys, but they obviously can. All of these 3 women that have been featured have been in relationships or are currently in relationships.
Huh.
Yeah, bit of a strange one, that. Just living in shock here, Brooke. Are you pondering the same questions as us?
Sometimes. It's intriguing, but weird. There's a lot of emotions running through my head from watching this so far.
Well, that's the thing. You find a lot of people who like serial killer documentaries. So I just go, okay, let's go one level higher and see what people will still be interested in. And you two are fucking glued to your script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really intriguing. Like I know, like I've said, I know it's sick, but like it's like I want to know what these people are thinking about and what's leading them this way.
Yeah, it's interesting in a morbid way, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, people already call me a crazy raven bird lady already, so.
Why a crazy raven bird lady?
Have you seen my stuff in Happy Man Asylum?
Oh, right, okay. So
I control a whole flock of ravens in the asylum, so.
right, okay. So a big fan of
If you
Edgar
ever
Allan
seen
Poe.
the videos of the asylum, you understand. I doubt you guys watching videos of it. That's how I first met Scabs over there in Happy Man Asylum. That's where all the shenanigans happen.
Oh, right then. No ponies, though.
Nah, no.
So it's not a dog.
I wasn't in a snake pit battle royale once.
There's a lot of animal stuff going on in EFED, isn't there?
I got a boa constrictor tied into my wrist once. Yeah.
That's a big snake.
Indeed. That's a whole lot of snake for one woman. Which I wonder if it's a category in Pornhub. Quote the Negan, nevermore.
No, don't do that. No. Don't
Let's
ruin
catch
my shtick, thank you.
Let's catch this last bit and we'll wrap up the show, shall we?
And laid down on my bed, and my dog come up, and the two of us just laid down and took a nap together. And he gave me a lick on my nose, and it was just like a regular relationship. Just feeling the comfort of his warm body next to mine, and it just never felt like anything was wrong with that. It always felt really natural to me.
Sarah was 36 when her husband first began to suspect her relationship with Miles, the family dog. He decided to have Miles castrated.
Was he worried about pregnancy?
That the act of castrating Miles was one of the nails in the coffin, but the threat to have him euthanized if he found out I was having anything to do with him that way was absolutely the last nail in the coffin of my marriage.
So, yes, killing dogs to save your marriage. It's a new way to go.
What the fuck is wrong with these people, man?
Well, fuck animals. I think that's a start.
Yeah, I mean, like... She hasn't noticed yet.
Just hang on. Almost.
Give it a second.
Yep. Dogs enjoy foreplay. She can hear us. She's just not paying attention. She's trying not to laugh.
Oh, I saw that earlier. I was like, yeah.
So after all that, we're going to finish off the evening. Hopefully you've been suitably impressed with our wonderful show this evening. That's a yes from Dan. Brooke?
It's intriguing and it's weird. I'm curious where you're going to top this one, Phil. How are you going to top next week's episode?
Don't, because he will. You'll find something.
He's going to anyways. You know he's going to anyways. He's already going to find more worse promos for us to watch on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we've got some great ones for Saturday. The World Mug is stacked this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching us this evening. Obviously, join us on Saturday for EFED After Dark, where we'll watch some of the best promos you've ever seen.
Yes.
Dan agrees. Don't you, Dan?
Yes, I do, Phil.
Brilliant. Anyway, this has been Dank After Dark. And on that note, go away.